Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO Unified Minds video. Today's Unified Minds video, guys, we're going to be looking at an updated Zygarde deck here with the brand new Zygarde from Unified Minds with cellular companions. This ability is really powerful because it allows all your Zygardes and Zygarde-GXs to do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is insanely busted. This is quite literally an extra Diancie Prism Star. And considering we already have that, that's an extra 100 damage we get to add on for Zygarde-GX. And Zygarde-GX is not too bad. It is a little slow without DCE. It's actually not that great without DCE. Really does hurt Zygarde, the fact that we lost it. But it can be built up through Boost Fang. We have Karate Belt in the format. We also have Cell Connector, and we have like Power Cyclone to maybe try to build it up. So we have a few ways to power this guy up, and we can maybe try to do like some verdicts, and yeah. And also with Zygarde, we do have access to having a good typing against Pikarom and of course Darkbox. Before we get in the video, of course, shout out to our sponsor Karate Belt TCG, guys. As always, if you're ever looking to get your hands on PTCGO codes, if you're trying to get Unified Minds codes, and if you're trying to snag some hidden fake codes, you can head over to Karate Belt TCG and get your PTCGO codes there. You can also get other PTCGO code related stuff like GX box codes or trainer kit codes, pre-release kits, whatever they're called. And of course, they do have a singles website too, which I also have linked down below if you want to buy singles. So yeah, if you get anything from Karate Belt TCG, make sure to use my discount code LDF and get yourself a 5% discount on your order. So shout out to Karate Belt TCG, guys. Check them out, use code LDF and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at the list. So pretty simple list. Zygarde did lose like Buzzwole GX. Zygarde also has officially lost Lycanroc GX, which was a pretty good partner for this card. But now that like Lycanroc's gone, we kind of have to run this card like just by itself, which is not really the greatest way to play it, to be honest with you. I would honestly much rather have like Bloodthirsty Eyes at my disposal. We do have that other Lycanroc, of course, but that's not that good. But we aren't just going to be relying on just it by itself, but we also, of course, have that support of the Boost Fang Zygarde here. Boost Fang is a good attack. Being able to attach Fight Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon is a great way to just build up your Zygarde. Really, the only issue with using this guy is you technically will lose 20 extra damage. Now, Zygarde does have that attack Verdict-GX, which is the big selling point to it. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon GXs and EXs during your opponent's next turn. So 150 damage, you don't do an insane amount of damage, but however, because we have all these Zygardes and because we have Diancie Prism, we can make that Verdict attack do really good damage. We can do like up to 230 damage, and make it so that no GXs can damage you. And then if you play a Bonnie, and you have a Stadium in play, you can do another Verdict, and you can do this. We can use the Verdict 3 times in one match, and try to lock the opponent out of dealing with Zygarde. So that's pretty much the idea of the deck, is to use Bonnie with Verdict GX. Try to build this guy up with Cell Connector, and we do have some cards to help get rid of energy, to help us get to Cell Connector. We got Acro Bikes in the deck. I love Acro Bike in this deck. It actually worked out really well in this video using this card. It technically can allow you to get an energy in your discard pile, and maybe can find you Pokemon and supporters. We got Viridian to help us out too. And of course, we have Dedenne, which helps us out. I like, we got the Buzzwole in the deck. I mean, if we start with Zygarde or Dedenne gets knocked out early on, we can, Sledgehammer. I don't really like Buzzwole though that much. We got Diancie, of course, and my backup attacker is going to be this Landorus with Power Cyclone and Linear Attack. Now, as you can see, we did not play Machamp Marshadow, which some people might argue is probably good in here. I ain't playing it because I don't really see the need in it. One of the things I like about this deck is all the non-GX Pokemon that you can use to attack. Like, this guy might not be able to one-shot things, but it could put a decent amount of damage on the board. It can hit stuff decently hard if you have a good enough amount of Pokemon on your bench to back this guy's Boost Fang up. That's why I don't really care for the Machamp Marshadow. I got Mew in the deck. I just like having it to protect our bench. Now we'll go into the items, of course. Acro Bike, 3 Cherish Ball to find Zygarde and Dedenne, 4 Custom Catchers, of course, because Custom Catcher. Now, I am playing 3 Great Potions to accompany our Zygarde here and help heal it. Being able to heal 30 from your Zygarde is really nice. 4 Pokécoms, of course. 1 Reset Stamp. I am playing 5 Stadiums, mainly because we need it for Bonnie. But the 2 Stadiums also go a long way. Viridian does allow us to get energy in the discard pile. And Martial Arts Dojo allows us to do 10 more damage. And 40 more with Zygarde if we're hiding prizes. This is also why I like attacking with the baby Zygarde and the baby Landorus. Now, we got 2 Bonnies, of course, being able to discard a... if you have a Stadium in play... Right. Oh, no, you can only... If there is any. I thought you had to have a Stadium. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I was thinking, like, Primal Groudon. But yeah, you discard the Stadium in play, and then you get to use Verdict again, and we have 2 of those. We got 4 Cynthia, 1 Erika, 4 Lillies. We got 2 Karate Belts, of course. I am playing U-Turn Board A skateboard would be good too, but with U-Turn Board, you can attach it to your Zygarde here and only, give up. You only, keep back in your hand. This guy's got a 1 retreat anyway. That's why I like the U-Turn Board. And I'm going all in, 10 energies. I like having a lot of energy because, again, we're trying to discard energy for Cell Connector and Boost Fang. Yeah, this is my Zygarde list here. I do like this deck a lot. I think it is pretty powerful, kind of underrated too, if I'm being honest. And it does help you a lot if you run into Pikarom and Dark Box a lot on the ladder. Alright guys, let's go do some games now with the Zygarde-GX deck here on PTCGO. And obviously we're looking for Dark Box Pikarom. We might have hit one right off the bat here, which is actually pretty exciting. So Cyndaquil, do not let us down. Thank you. So we'll see how we do with Zygarde here against my opponent. I'm assuming they're playing Dark Box. Oof. We kind of got a awkward start here. We'll see what we can do with Acro Bike. Not the end of the world quite yet. But they are playing Dark Box. We're good, and they are. Okay, and we get a Cherish Ball. That can get us a Zygarde-GX, which is pretty good. So this matchup is literally like our best matchup. Ooh, that's a yikes. I think I'm actually gonna go Dedenne here with Pokémon. I think I'm gonna have to go Dedenne with Pokémon, and the reason I'm doing this is because we are getting rid of 2 energies, which does help us out quite a bit with Cell Connector. That's fine. Actually, we can probably attach. Yeah, it's probably fair. Do that. Karate Belt. We can custom catcher for 1, but then we might draw into something that we might lose. What would we have drawn into? Okay, should have played it. Whatever. Play down you. Play down you. And I think we'll pass for now. We do have a Viridian, but next turn we can probably attack with Boost Fang. We can also just go Landorus, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing Power Cyclone before I go Zygarde. We actually didn't get any supporters off that. We have to rely on our Great Potions, which is not good. T-Tar can one-shot my Zygarde, which is kind of scary, not gonna lie. We can heal it from Darkrai with Great Potion, but this thing's greedy Crush attack will indeed one-shot my boy. And there's a Sneasel coming down. My opponent's got all the new Poiples, new Sneasels. Alright, they're just gonna pass. They're gonna say well played. The game ain't over yet. I mean, I have to kind of go with the baby Zygarde here. I think we'll just we'll give her a Great Potion. I don't like giving them that Viridian Forest because, they can take advantage of it, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We might as well just go Zygarde here, actually. Yeah, what am I saying? Might as well just go Zygarde and just get the extra energy on, so we can attack next turn. And do Verdict-GX. I mean, we are 2-shotting with Cell Connector, which is kind of hilarious, but... 'tis aside the point. My opponent might heal. They might they might be playing through Scoop Up. Now, what are the odds they get a knockout on my Zygarde this turn? That's the main question. Actually, it's impossible, because they don't have any... Even if they go double Neandel energy attached, they'll still be 1 energy short. Which kind of makes me feel a little bit more safer about the spot I'm in right now. They did bump my Viridian, which does mean we actually don't have access to potential lands Wraith or Verdict next turn, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's fine. We can Ultra Space, get our baby Buzzwole, I guess. I don't really think we're going to need it. Considering if he knocks me out, we're going to lose 3 prizes. But he might knock me out with Darkrai or something. So he could still probably use Sledgehammer. So I'm assuming they're going to scoop up here. No, they're going to taint Liza. I mean, though, if we knock out Nagandel here, we're in a good spot. My issue is we might not get it. Okay, we got an energy. That's good. Alright, well, Great Potion. Heal up some damage, and we'll play an Erika. I should play Ultra Space. He concedes. It doesn't matter. My opponent concedes the game. Zygarde-GX, folks. Maybe it is too good. Maybe it's too good for people to handle. I don't know. Let's get into another game. But yeah, that's pretty much what Zygarde's all about, man. It wants to see matchups against Dark Box and Pikarom. But we're up against Mewtwo, it looks like. This is going to be a little tricky to navigate. Assuming this is Mewtwo. This might be like Reshizard, but the odds of being Mewtwo are even higher. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the Mewtwo matchup is very good. We'll see how we do, though. Kind of wish we had, like, a good attacker to take out Mewtwo. But there isn't really any to use. We'll see what we do here, though. We'll see what we can do about this. How are we gonna start? Okay, Zygarde, which isn't bad. We didn't get a supporter, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. I can make this hand work, I think. Okay, no, it's actually gonna be Buzzwole. Okay, that's fine. Alright, there we go. We're getting a little bit better things. See, Acro Bike is such a good card. A lot of people sleep on it, they really do. I could Cherish Ball, but we'll go Acro Bike first. Okay, not bad. We are setting up a turn 2 Lands Wraith. I like to see it. Alright, we might as well Cherish Ball for Dedenne. Put the U-Turn Board there, I guess. I don't know. We could have attached the active, but we might need Karate Belt. You never know. And alright, there's a Bonnie. There's a Lillie turn 1, so we can draw a couple more cards. Got another Zygarde, which is nice. We got a Viridian. I'm not going to play that down, though, because it gives my opponent a free energy discard. I'm just going to pass. So if they're playing Buzzwole, it's a good thing we went first, because we are going to try to do a Viridian-GX. I've seen some people use like a Welder Zygarde deck to build up their Zygardes too. I don't know. I think Zygarde is still good with or without Welder. I don't know. We'll see if they go Buzzwole. I am worried if they do like a Bursting Burn, they could potentially make it so that I can't attack. Because I do want to go Cell Connector into a Verdict. Because we do Verdict, their Buzzwole cannot damage me. The only thing that would damage me would be Naganadel. It's actually interesting they got rid of that Reset Stamp, considering I just Lillied into a huge hand. Oh, they're actually going to Welder here. How many energies? 2 on their Poipole. I mean, they could go Zygarde-GX, and they could, like, Venom Snipe the Dedenne. Which I don't really care about, as long as Zygarde's still in play, I'm fine. We can always get our Mew down, though, if we really want to. That could really help. See if they're playing Shintaro's list. So we're gonna have to bump this Heat Factory, I think. I'm just gonna pass. Not bad. No Buzzwole in play is good. Do we bother bumping the Stadium? I think we will. I don't want to give him a free Heat Factory. And for now, we have 2 energy in the discard. I'm not going insane. Okay, good. Just 100% making sure. So next turn, we can go for a Verdict-GX and put a good lock on my opponent. And they will maybe go Venom Shot, knock out Dedenne. But we have the Bonnie, so we can do a double Verdict here. And we actually are going to be doing, how much damage? 170, 190, 210. We're doing 210. And they're only evolving into a Naganadel-GX, or Naganadel, sorry, we're charging up. Which ain't good. I thought Zygarde was going to be a little slow here, but honestly, look at that. It's going as fast as we can make it, which is pretty good. I genuinely thought Zygarde was going to be kind of a little slow, but no, it's actually turned out to be pretty good. We'll see if my opponent gets any Pokemon. Nope, they just concede. They just concede. And even if they got a Buzzwole, again, we had that Verdict. We were able to lock them twice. We had 2 turns of doing we had 2 turns there of Verdict. Verdict was doing 210 damage, so it was knocking out, you know, Buzzwole in 1 hit, and it was also knocking out even Naganadel-GX in 1 hit. So my opponent really didn't have much they could do. We would have just kind of won the game with spamming Verdict. They could have sniped the Dedenne. Just like that would have been their only out. Maybe they could have knocked out like Diancie if they wanted to also, to remove the one-shot Verdict potential, I guess. But yeah, Zygarde is just so good, it's making people concede early on. So we'll do another game in just a minute. Alright guys, we are going to go do some more matches with Zygarde. Those first few games are pretty quick, but I mean, if Zygarde sets up quick enough, it can be good. And we're up against, it looks like Mewtwo, which is going to be interesting. I'm starting to think I should just play like a deck with a bunch of Power Plants. I mean, to be fair, Power Plant would be a decent card to put in this deck too, since you only use Dedenne's ability, and you can use Power Plant to shut off Mewtwo and hope to go from there. Because the Mewtwo matchup is, I don't really think, very good. I stated earlier that it's probably not a good match, and holy, bro, we've actually been getting some pretty awful starting hands with this deck, and this hand is terrible. Unless we can draw a Pokemon, but even then, I don't even want to go Dedenne. We have to get rid of so many important stuff. We have 2 Karate Belts, 2 Dojos in our hand. That's not good. I don't know where my supporters are hiding. They just seem to kind of be all clunked in the deck. So I ain't starting with them, apparently. Both games I had to do a turn 1 Dedenne, so I don't know where my turn 1 supporters are chilling at. But you know what? I would like to see them. Oh no, it's a Buzzwole deck. Again, okay. Unfortunately, this won't be like the last game where we had a good start, because our start is absolute trash. Unless they reset Stamp me. So I'm not really looking forward to how our start's looking here. Not gonna lie. I mean, I do think this matchup is winnable. Oh, they had a reset stamp. And they're not gonna play it though because they don't want to give me a new hand. Not cool. So what does this Poipole even do? Last scene. Okay, well. There's a heat rain coming down. There's a Cynthia. That's like, yesterday when I was recording the Quagnay deck, I wanted to see Buzzwole and we never did. Oh, there we go. About time we get a good top deck. Alright, here we go. Cynthia, give us something good. We need like a Zygarde energy discards and an energy on top of that. Nope, weren't able to get there, unfortunately. Viridian would have been nice to power up Lando. I think we'll attach to him though and play the Karate Belt. We'll custom catcher for 1 or 2, sorry. There's no Zygarde. I'm tempted. Actually, no. We're probably gonna need Mew for Naganadel. I'm just gonna pass. We'll let him knock me out. I mean, we are gonna lose a Zygarde. We are whatever though. Not a big deal. We actually can just use Power Cyclone then and move the energy to Zygarde here. I didn't want to bench it because my opponent might just go double custom catcher or something crazy like that. They could get a knockout. They only need 4 energy. So yeah, they can Mind Blow. They have to get rid of 2 energy though to KO me, which at least is good. They have to remove all the energy off their active here to knock out my Zygarde. So we got a nice amount of HP. Might as well just bring you in, put the U-Turn Board back on. What do we draw? Pokémon. Okay, we can go Dedenne here. We should be able to get a Zygarde off of a Dedenne here because we're probably going to find a supporter. So yeah. If we don't get a Zygarde off of this, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The nice thing about this actually is we are doing a lot more damage with Power Cyclone thanks to the Dojo. So we're actually in a pretty good spot. Oh, okay, there's Zygarde. To get an energy for it. We have Bonnie. We're not going to be able to use it next turn though, I don't think. So I'm just going to go Cynthia. Just get a new hand. Try maybe get Diancie. Nice. Okay, what else do I want to do? I'll save the Acro Bike, and we'll just Power Cyclone. So we're going to hit this thing really hard. 120 damage to be exact. That's insane. 120 damage. It's got 6 HP. So we can knock it out with a Power Cyclone or a linear attack, followed up by a Mew. I know they're going to bump my stadium. That's fine. They're still going to get KO'd. If we can draw into another custom catcher, we can actually bring this thing out and knock it out with Landorus again, because we're still behind in prizes. So yeah, I'm liking the spot we're in right now, guys. We'll see if he knocks me out. He's going to need like an energy switch, or he's going to need to figure out a way to get a bunch of energy and play with Heat Rain. How many energy in his discard pile? None right now, so it's not looking great for my opponent in terms of taking me out this turn, which is good. If we get like an extra turn here of attacking, we can potentially knock this thing out. Take 2 prizes. He'll get Beast Ring, but in the meantime, I'm getting ready to spam Verdict-GX, so I ain't complaining. He might just burst the... He might burst me here, though. He could Bursting Burn, actually. If he does that, I think I'll still try to attack him. Yeah, he's gonna Bursting Burn. I mean, I can retreat, knock him out with Cell Connector. I mean, that doesn't seem bad, either. Now, we can get Buzz here. We don't have Switch. No, we don't even play Switch. I mean, I can attack. If I do hit heads, this is gonna be huge. Really big. But I can always save Landorus for a rainy day, guys. And I think I am going to do that. I'm fine with this. I mean, he'll have Beast Ring, obviously, which isn't ideal. We'll see if we survive the turn. Didn't really matter what I took there. Alright, another energy discard would be nice. Nice. I'll take that. We'll bump the stadium so he doesn't get a free Ultra Space. We do kind of have to thin here. We can probably just get rid of Buzzwole at this point. Doesn't look like we're going to get to use it. Alright, Cell Connector time, boys. We'll see if my opponent knocks me out. He's going to need a few things to get there. He could also maybe go Venom Shot with a Beast Energy and like a couple Beast Rings. We'll see, though. If not, we got Verdict online, and that's the important thing. I don't know, maybe I am playing a little too aggressive right now. Might have been better to try and knock him out with Verdict and wait the turn, instead of, like, kind of just jumping the gun. I should just maybe flip for Power Cyclone. We'll see. We still have Landorus to help us out. Okay, he's actually not even attaching to... He's not playing a Beast Energy on, which is good. Like, he can hit me for 170. We actually don't have a knockout with Verdict. Oh, there's Buzzwole. He's already played a Welder, though. We'll see if he gets a knockout. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little scared he might get a KO here. Gotta hope for the best. Gotta hope he doesn't get the KO. Okay, good. So we can Verdict here. Oh! Oh! That has gotta suck. Haha. That's hilarious. Ooh, look at that. We can just knock out Buzzwole. Ah, concede! Boy! Dude, that's actually hilarious, bro. Mew is the ultimate troll. Mew is the ultimate troll. I mean, how many switches? Okay, he didn't play switch. Okay, well, like, that was hilarious. Oh my. We would have knocked out Buzzwole on Verdict there, and all he really had to attack me with was his Naganadel. Not gonna do anything though. So we pretty much had that game locked up, I think. That was a pretty hilarious turnout. We can actually buy a pack here, which I might as well do and open up a pack. And we'll do like another game with the deck. I mean, the games are getting pretty quick, but like, I don't know, Zygarde is just so threatening that it's making people like concede early on, or like we just can't get the longest games. Alright, what do we get in this pack? Vanny. Alright, that was a bad pack. We got a reverse Hall Riolu. That was a bad pack. Well, I don't know. Zygarde is putting in work right now, guys. It's putting in work. It is powerful. Zygarde is powerful. I will say that again. Yeah. I'll see you guys in another match, I guess, with the deck. Alright, let's keep continuing doing games with Zygarde. I mean, man. The deck is putting in work. Right, can we run to Pikarom, maybe? Okay, looks like it. It's either Dark Box or Pikarom. We'll see. It might not be either, though. I don't know. It's probably going to be Dark Box. Or Pikarom. I don't know. There's no Psychic, which tells me it's not Dark Box. Winning the coin flip's always good, because we might be able to get that turn 1 Cell Connector. If we get enough damage modifier, Cell Connector could one-shot the opponent. Alright, we're going to start with our Baby Zygarde. We finally got a supporter in our starting hand. That's what I'm talking about. We'll see what this deck is. No, it's a dark deck. Okay, that's a good sign. And it looks like my opponent has recognized me, so we'll give him that hello. So they are playing a dark deck, which is good. We'll see. It might not be Dark Box, though. I don't know. It should be. We'll see. I don't know if I want to attach to the Zygarde here, though. Depending on what I draw, I don't know, because, like, we didn't really get much to work with outside of 3 Cynthias. We can draw a couple cards to help us out. Acro Bike's good. Okay, we can play the Acro Bike. Alright, there we go. We'll take the Zygarde. Fortunately, we have to lose a supporter, but whatever. Turn 1 Lillie wasn't really doing anything anyways because of her hand, so we'll just Cynthia. What are we looking at here? Got Mew, we'll play the Acro Bike. Ooh. That's a tough one. I'm going to take that Custom Catcher. I'm sorry, Zygarde. We probably don't need more than 2 Zygardes, to be honest. The baby Zygarde and Landorus also put in work. And next turn, as long as we can hit a U-Turn Board, we should be able to attack him with Cell Connector. I mean, if not, I'm actually fine with just doing Boost Fang. If we can get a couple more damage modifiers down, we can maybe hit him for like 120. And just a pass, that's not a good sign for my opponent. I think I honestly might just go for Boost Fang here. Why not? We'll let Zygarde do its thing in the back. And he can Black Lance me maybe, but we can always heal it. There's a Viridian. I mean, that will help my opponent. But me, no care. Because it's helping me even more. No, Boost Fang, hit him for 40. Yeah, not an insane amount of damage, but you never know. It can go a long way. It can go a long way. My opponent didn't get a good start, though, so hopefully things kind of turn around for them. I gave him a Viridian, right? So, I mean, there you go. There's a Weavile. Oh, they're not getting Dedenne. So they can Dark Moon me this turn, but the only problem is we don't really care, because, like, our hand is, like, not that bad. Our hand is really not even, like, we can afford to wait a turn. Like, our setup right now is fine, too. We can, as long as they don't bump the Viridian, we can still do Boost Fang, and oh. So it's not looking good for my opponent. Not looking good at all. Might as well just attach to Lander, spread out the energy a little bit. I'm gonna Lillie. See what we get. Another Zygarde is always good. Cell Connector is doing 180 damage, which won't knock him out, so we'll just settle with another Boost Fang. I mean, we're kind of chilling right now. I mean, let's be honest. My opponent is not in a good spot. The only way to save the Darkrai is to play Super Scoop Up. As long as we just don't get a terrible Erika, we should be able to get a Verdict KO, and we can start up a Verdict Lock. There's a Cynthia. I really hope my opponent can, you know, do something in this match. I don't want this game to kind of be this boring, but you never know. If they're playing Sharpedo. Sharpedo's an interesting card to play in Dark Box. Dark Box, like, I've seen people talk about with, like, Incineroar GX too. There's a few ways to play Dark Box. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at a Sharpedo build. I do want to revisit Dark Box eventually. And, oh, they're getting energy in play. Black Lance. So they're probably going to hit the Zygarde, obviously. I don't know what I'm saying. But they can't hit the Zygarde. Mew, busted. So, do I bother with going for a Verdict? He's got 2 energy in play. But, like, the only reason I might go for Verdict here is because he could potentially pop out of nowhere with a random KO. You never know, like... Oh, we did price out Zygarde. Yikes. Not ideal. Erika. Ooh, double custom catcher. Alright, yeah, you know what? I think I'll go for Verdict then. He can potentially attack me with, like, Abyssal Sleep. But I think it's fine. We'll prevent him from attacking with Weavile. Because you never know, like, if he gets a Sharpedo and, like, a Mega Tyranitar out of nowhere, and he gets a decent amount of energy off that Sharpedo, he could honestly knock me out with Greedy Crush. And I don't want to risk that. Plus, next turn, we can Custom Catcher bring this thing out. We didn't get Zygarde up the prizes, which is a bit of a worry. So for now, we're going to have to attack with Landorus and baby Zygardes. He's bringing in the Sharpedo. Surprisingly enough, not bringing in the Darkrai. Cherish Ball. Yeah, you never know. Like, he honestly could have gone to KO this turn with, like, even like Greninja Zoroark. So I think it's fine to protect ourselves. He needs to reset stamp me here in order to save him, because we just win the game here. We'll just bring that thing out. Unless he gets Abyssal Sleep off. We'll see. He's got 1 card in his hand. What's he doing? Oh, I think we just win here. Looks like we just win. Yeah, it doesn't look like he had much there, guys. Doesn't look like he really had much to work with. Okay, Zygarde is showing no signs of stopping. Not bad, it is showing no signs of slowing down. I guess, like, my opponent didn't really have, like, anything going on for them there. They were kind of getting unlucky. They didn't find any Poiples that entire game. I don't even think they played Poipole, actually. Never mind. Alright, this might be a Pikarom matchup. All the types could line up. It might be Mewtwo, though. If we're up against Mewtwo, I think it is Mewtwo. The metal's probably Cobalion. Mewtwo, man, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, we can do Verdict and prevent them from damaging me, but if they play that Greninja, we're screwed. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is the Mewtwo matchup. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not a very good matchup for us. Okay, we're gonna start with that baby Zygarde. Not a bad starting hand. Now we'll see. The deck has been putting in a lot of work though, so I'm impressed by it. Oh, it's a Malamar deck. Okay. Malamar's not terrible. Like, Zygarde can still one-shot Giratina pretty easily with Zygardes and Diancie, so I'm not too worried about this, but I don't know. We'll see how this game goes. We could actually KO this Inkay here on our first turn if we can get a decent amount of stuff going. I wouldn't mind knocking out this Inkay, actually. I don't think they'll go for Giratina Garchomp. The problem with Malamar is they just can infinitely loop Giratina. And the fact that we're playing a fighting deck means we're not doing much damage. So you can kind of see why this Giratina matchup is not the greatest. Like, I think Malamar is your worst matchup, potentially. Either, like, Malamar, like, Mewtwo's, like, kind of tough, but, like, I guess you have Verdict, but, like, at the same time, Mewtwo, if they have, like, Greninja that can heal, I think that Greninja, too, that can do 130, can go through. I don't know, I just don't really think Mewtwo's a good matchup, in my opinion. But, yeah, I think by far your worst matchup is going to be Malamar. depending on what kind of version. Like, if they're playing like a build with a lot more GXs, then you might be okay, because the GXs don't do as much, and it looks like it is going to be a Giratina Garchomp build. It's like the GXs don't do as much. But like the problem with the matchup though is just it's still bad, because Giratina can just infinitely loop. If you have to take out 6 Giratinas, there's no way you're going to win the game. There's no way you can win. So like this matchup is probably going to be our impending doom. They had an insane start. They got rid of so many cards there on their first turn. Okay, what do we draw? Okay, turn 1 Lily's awesome. So I do want to try to Boost Fang, knock my opponent out here. I think I'm going to do Cherish Ball for Zygarde. I would like to get Dedenne maybe. I don't know, maybe I should just went for Dedenne there. We are getting a nice big Lillie. With no energy discards. Big yikes. So yeah, that was not a good start. Yep, we're already off to a bad start because our start was kind of bad. We can boost Fang for a nice whopping 50 damage that won't KO them. And considering how good their start was, I don't think Zygarde's living. We can still maybe like get a Karate Belt for Self Connector. It's not the end of the world, but like as soon as they attack with Giratina, we're screwed, because there's no way we can deal with 6 Giratinas. Even with custom catchers, like to bring Knockout Malamar, and potentially, I doubt he'll ever bench a Giratina Garchomp, but we're never going to one-shot it anyways, so like, yeah. There's no way we can deal with 6 Giratinas, guys. That's pretty much how this is going to go. But they are going to play the Cherish Ball. Okay, so they are going to get that Giratina Garchomp, which does make me a little more hopeful about this matchup, to be honest with you. Hopefully they don't knock me out, though. That is pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely that they do. Well, actually, no. They're only... Oh, no. They're doing 160. For some reason, I thought they were doing 80 based. Yeah, they're going to knock me out here. They are just flowing, dude. Holy cow. Bro, they have played like 80,000 cards in their deck. And it's only their second turn. Like, bro. They have less than 20 cards left in their deck, and it's only their second turn. Holy. Okay, this gotta be the most consistent Malamar deck I have ever seen in my life. We'll see what we can do. I mean, we can Viridian, try to draw in, you know, try and get Karate Belt 2 to Cell Connector. That will help us out a lot. We can play down the Martial Arts Dojo afterwards to do more damage. If I hold the hand, I can do Great Potion, but I'm not going to. We'll see what happens, guys. The good news is they can't knock me out, but they can do GGN, so I don't know what to tell you. Let's just get rid of Bonnie. We're probably never going to need that. We'll see what happens, folks. But this ain't looking too good. This is not looking too good. We didn't get the Karate Belt. Okay, we do have Dedenne to help us out. We have to lose 2 supporters. I mean, we do need to hit that Karate Belt. How many do we have? Oh, only 1. Well, you know what? We gotta go all in. We gotta put it all in the pot. Because we don't get the KO here, we pretty much lose. Or not the KO, sorry. Yeah, we didn't get it. Rip. That's pretty much... As much as I would like to concede, it's not over yet. If we had an attack that used 3 energy, we could have attacked. That was a pretty big whiff, though. Pass. I mean, to be fair, we attack them, they just GGN me anyways. Might not even matter. We didn't even get any more Zygardes off of that. We've only played 1. So, I mean, we don't even have, like, a good follow-up to a GGN. Yep, this Malamar matchup, guys, just... You're cooked. Even though they're playing down a nice amount of Pokemon that we can take out, but we are just getting pretty unlucky today. A Friend Ball. I mean, fair enough. Like, Friend Ball is a pretty underrated card. Like, if you run into a deck that's the same type of you, like, if you're playing Pikarom, you can use Friend Ball in the mirror. If you're playing Malamar, you can use it if they're playing Mewtwo, or if they have Nagandal in play. You know what I mean? Like, Friend Ball is really good in Malamar, I think, to be honest. But Malamar has enough search, I don't really think you need it. That's kind of the issue with Friend Ball. It's, like, good with some decks that don't have the best searching cards, but, like, in Malamar, you already have enough search, you don't really need the Friend Ball to begin with, though it is pretty powerful, considering the amount of Psychic Pokemon. And he's actually going to not do not do GGN. Interesting. So, I mean, we can try to... We can do this. I mean, it doesn't really matter, obviously, but... So I thought that counts. I think we still try to do Karate Belt and build up the Zygarde on the bench. Never mind, I put U-Turn Board on. Whatever. We're probably not gonna find the Karate Belt. If we do, I'm gonna cry. What? Bruh, we found the Karate Belt. Oh my. Oh, yeah, this game ain't going anywhere, guys. We're not gonna win that at this point. No, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap today's PTCGO video here, guys, with the Zygarde deck. As you can see, the deck is pretty powerful. It's pretty fast if you can get the setup going. If they don't end up bringing out Zygarde while you're trying to build it up through Boost Fang and through Power Cyclone, Zygarde is good. But as you can see, guys, that Malamar matchup can be kind of tricky. I mean, to be fair, we kind of got the best odds against Malamar there in terms of what they attacked me with, because you would rather see them use Mewtwo and Garchomp Giratina over just trying to use 6 Giratinas the entire game, which is more unlikely you're going to win that match. So, I mean, but we just got a little unlucky with our draws. Like, even if we went Cell Connector, it literally wouldn't have mattered anyway. Like, that game was, in my opinion, like, unwinnable, to be honest. It's supposed to say a GGN. Like, even if we went Cell Connector there with that Karate Belt we hit, they would have knocked me out Calamity Slash. We brought in the other Zygarde, did another Cell Connector, then they just GGN me, and then I'm out of Pokemon to attack with that can do anything, and then I just kind of concede and lose. So that game was going nowhere pretty much, but yeah, this deck I do like. As you can see, we were able to take down a lot of the big decks like Dark Fox and Blacephalon twice. So I don't know, man. Zygarde is spicy. It's pretty underrated, to be honest with you. So I know some people like that welder build, but I am honestly digging the more straightforward build up Zygarde on the bench slowly while you attack with other things and chip some damage off with Zygarde and Landorus, because these guys can actually put damage on the Pokemon to finish them off for a verdict. So I don't know. I do like this deck though. Pretty underrated. Check it out. Takes out a lot of the big decks, as you can see. We took out Blacephalon and Dark Box. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, of course, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe down below to help on the road to reaching 6,000 subscribers / 5,300 subs. And as always, guys, make sure to check out the sponsor, Karate TCG, down below. Use my discount code LDF, and get yourself a 5% discount on your order. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter down below, too, if you want to stay up to date with my tweets. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.